Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And I'm Steve Benchwall, filling in for Justin Riley.
Steve, I'm so glad to see you. This is fun. I'm excited to have you.
Awesome. I'm on loan from Talk of the Town today.
On loan from Talk of the Town. I love it. I've known Steve now for a couple of years. You're with Wisconsin Business World. I love, love, love this organization and your involvement.
Business World is a great program. Anybody that's got high school kids at home, Google us because they'll have an unforgettable summer with us. But here today to talk about other great stuff.
Yeah, we've got lots to chat about. We're filming here at Capitol Brewery. We're in Middleton. It is a fabulous day. We're enjoying the fabulous weather.
Gorgeous outside.
And we're going to talk about some, well, first of all, Capitol Brewery has things going on all the time. If you haven't noticed or been a part of it, you absolutely must be a part of it because it's some really fun things.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about an event that they have coming up that is an opportunity to win some prizes and get involved in an active lifestyle where you get to have a few beers at the end.
Absolutely. You can't beat that, right?
Good. No, absolutely not. We're also going to talk about martial arts today. This is a great topic for self-defense and kids, so I think that'll be fun to stick around
We got
for.
Chris stopping by. Absolutely.
Yeah. The world traveler,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes.
So we'll hear about his travels. And also we're going to talk a little bit about window covering safety. Believe it or not, a really big topic. There are deaths happening because of improper use of window coverings. And we're going to touch on that after the break with Georgie from Incredible Windows. So stick with us for more Wisconsin Family.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're having a lovely time outdoors today. Fabulous weather. We're here at Capitol Brewery and we're going to talk to those folks in just a little while. But first, we're turning our conversation to improving your home. And what better way to do that? An economical way, too, is to cover those windows and do it the right way. So we're talking to Miss Georgie about Incredible Windows, owner and designer, and we're glad to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Jessa. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've learned a lot from you already.
Good.
But today we're going to learn a little bit about lifting systems.
Yes.
And I did my homework. I know that they are you can push them up and pull them down, and you don't need these. So I've done a little back work.
Thanks, Jessa.
Yes, but I'm happy to talk about it because there's several different options. So maybe I'm confused. I'm sure there's viewers at home that need some help. Steve admitted he might need some help.
Yes, I'll help you, Steve.
Share a little bit about this. Help us understand the difference.
Well, so for many years, and still, if I ask somebody how they want to raise and lower their blinds in their window, they often say, well, can't you just pull it up with a cord? And I say, yes, you can. However, that's not the best way. And the reason is for safety. And for years and years and years, this is the only lifting system. It's called a standard cord lock. And I have one here that actually I just purchased online recently. And so it would be a dangling cord in the window. And I hope I can operate this. It's not a product that I sell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But-
that would even be better if you couldn't, right? If it was challenging.
So, but oftentimes the cord would just dangle onto the floor when it was all the way up, which is, first of all, unsightly, second of all, dangerous. People even without children or pets could catch it in a vacuum. They could do all kinds of things with it. The most dangerous thing is what we call the standard cord loop. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is working diligently to get this out of all windows because it is so dangerous. Mm-hmm. Every year in the United States, there is at least one child strangled by this cord loop. So what happens? They get their head caught in here. Pets, it happens to as well.
It's amazing that that's still allowed with
Well,
how frequent
like
that
I said,
is.
the
They're
Consumer
working on
Product Safety Commission is working on this. But it's not just this cord. Look at the back of this product. Mm-hmm. And you can see that there are loose cords back here that a child could get their head into.
Right.
So once again, children between the ages of, any child who's mobile, 6 months to 10, are dying because of this kind of thing. So I don't sell these. It's just something that I don't want to be represented with. There's so many other better options, and I'd like to show you a few.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, and so safety is a huge issue, right?
Safety is a huge issue.
So can you tell us about some lifting systems that might kind of address that might
Yes.
be a little bit safer for
I
people
hope-
with kids at home,
yes.
or like me with a dog at home?
Yes.
yeah,
My dog
pets
is my
too.
child.
Very good point.
So Steve, this is a comparable product. As you can see, it's fabric and it has folds like the other one that did. This is a Hunter Douglas blind, which is what I sell. This is what we call light rise, which means it's cordless.
I just was about to say, first thing I noticed is no cord.
There are no cords. And not only are there no cords on the front, you'll see that there are no cords on the back.
Oh, wow. Uh-huh.
So Hunter Douglas has worked diligently for decades to provide the best lifting systems available for blinds.
That's incredible.
So,
It
yes,
certainly seems a lot safer.
it is indeed.
So, Georgie, Hunter Douglas has multiple options.
That's correct.
So talk to us a little bit about some of your favorites. What do you recommend?
Well, the light rise is one that has no cords, and that is simply one that I like a lot.
Ooh.
And it's very easy to raise and lower a blind.
Yeah. Looks good too.
Yeah,
Very
it does.
pretty.
Certainly a power view blind is another one that has power operating, and it's a handheld remote, which I don't have in my hand right now, but it's very easy to operate. No cords whatsoever.
Okay.
This is another one. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it's certainly one that is sold. Now you see a cord, and it's similar to the one that I just showed you. However, the difference is this. In a window, this would be attached on a tensioner,
Okay.
so that it's very tight. And it's not tight
I
here because
see.
it's not in a window.
So it's not loose and
That is
dangling.
correct.
It's a tight
That is
rope.
taut.
Okay.
However, there are some homeowners who say to me, oh, I don't want that attached to the window. Well, then we've negated the child's safety. If this cord is hanging loose, a child could come around here
Right.
and be strangled.
So when properly installed, that is a perfectly
That
safe
is
option.
exactly.
Okay.
And then
Great.
another one real quick is, this is a cord, but it's not a cord loop.
Oh,
It's a
interesting.
single cord.
Oh, cool.
And so for
I
windows,
wasn't expecting it not to move.
it doesn't
Blinds
move. That's
open
correct. And
and-
you just raise and lower.
Wow.
Okay.
So just would like for homeowners or parents to think about several things. Where they're placing their children's cribs, beds, even in the places that they go, like grandparents' homes, hotels.
Absolutely.
Don't put a crib or a bed by a dangling cord.
Yeah, it's
Safety
just not
first.
worth the
It
risk.
is not
Oh
worth
my
the
gosh.
risk.
And with so many options that are affordable
Right.
and look great and save you money in the long run.
That's
So
right.
We'll touch on some of those things again with you later, and I want to find out more about PowerView too, because
Next time.
I've been intrigued. So we'll do that
Next
next time.
time.
Thanks, Georgie,
Okay.
so much.
It's my pleasure.
When we return with Wisconsin Family, we're talking martial arts. Martin Gilio Martial Arts joins us next here at Capitol Brewery.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are outside at Capitol Brewery having a lovely time. The weather is perfect.
It's perfect.
I love it. We're going to talk right now a little bit about martial arts. So obviously martial arts has a range of uses. We've talked a little bit about self-defense, health and fitness, activities for kids, but martial arts goes to Germany. You might not know that.
Yes, it does.
We're joined by Chris Martingilio of Martingilio Martial Arts, and we're so pleased to have you back.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. So, boy, world traveler.
World traveler.
Tell us what's happening. Why did you go to Germany?
Yeah, it was a great opportunity, and my instructors kind of helped me set up because they have laid a foundation in Europe for years. And they got into a position where now there is so much activity in Europe that we're bringing more instructors.
I think that's wonderful.
Right, and so I was in a really lucky place and with the right people to have the opportunity to go teach for a couple hundred people in Germany this last May.
What an exciting opportunity.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
What were some of the highlights of the trip?
You know, we were in the mountains. I thought this was wonderful. They set the camp up in the Black Hills Forest. It was beautiful. But we had people from Slovenia, we had people from England, we had people from Germany and Holland there. And so really the highlight was working with so many different people from so many different countries.
Wow.
I got my hands literally on everybody in the room at one point or another. It was
How
fantastic.
interesting. And I wonder, I don't know if you noticed this or if you feel like this was something that was an affected you in the teaching, but I bet you people from different areas had sort of different styles and different things that they were looking to gain from the experience. What are some of the reasons that this was of interest to the folks who were there?
It's our particular skill set. We have a body management and a pressure point curriculum that is very unique, and it's something that they need. It's a layer that they need in their martial arts. It makes the martial arts easier to do. It makes it more effective. But it takes time, and it takes instructors that have that skill set to be able to get that layer in on top of whether it's karate, taekwondo, Shotokan. It doesn't matter the system. So that's why they're pulling us over there.
That's so interesting, and it's such a system of discipline. You think about maybe when you're not involved in it, you may think of the fighting aspect or sort of the end result, but really there's a lot of training and a lot of discipline, and it's not all just action.
No, it's not.
So tell us a little bit about that and some of the styles that you were using over there.
We had modern arnis, Shotokan, Ishinryu, Ryukyu Kempo, and Taekwondo.
Wow.
All different systems, all from different regions. But in the end, it's all the same. The movements are the same, and so the principle is self-defense. And so, if everybody found this layer and put it into their own art, all of a sudden self-defense happens. And it's simple. It's easy. It doesn't have to be violent.
Right.
It just has to be effective.
Right.
And so that's really it. Most of the people in there were older people. I'd say the average age in there was 40-ish, maybe late 30s, 40s. Some older, some a little younger, but these are people that they don't want to brawl. We want to end the situation and be done with it.
Right. It's not about fighting, it's about resolving issues.
Resolving issues,
Yeah,
correct.
absolutely.
So you got me all fired up and excited, but I've never really done any martial arts before. I've been playing sports my whole life. But so if there's people at home like me watching that are excited, any advice for any rookies or novices, first timers?
Don't be afraid to walk into the dojo. Dojos, it seems intimidating. It seems like the stuff we see on TV is real. The stuff that's on TV is not real. The flash and the cartwheels and the stuff is not. I've got senior citizens that we're teaching to effectively defend themselves. It's just not as intimidating as what the movies make us think.
Right.
We can't be Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee. That's not what it is. I can teach somebody with disabilities as well as I can teach the hardcore athlete. And so it's an environment that everybody should feel welcome in, and our dojo is definitely that.
So give it a try.
Yeah, give it a try. And you obviously teach here locally and not just in Germany. So for folks who maybe like Steve are intimidated or haven't tried before, what does that first step look like when you come in locally and want to try it?
Really, it comes down to just walk in the door and ask and come take a class. I know that's hard. People call, I even hear them on the phone, they're a little, is this for me?
Yeah.
It's for everyone. And we make sure that no matter who you are, age, sex, physical ability, otherwise, you're going to be welcome in the dojo, and we're going to help you to be successful in that environment.
I think it's interesting that you talk so much about the age aspect, and we've spoken before about seniors, and really, I mean, that goes to show you this needs to be something that everybody can execute.
Everybody.
And it isn't about strength; it's about discipline and the ability to defend yourself.
Right, and effective teaching for different styles of body and ability.
Absolutely.
And so that's really it. And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on, is the ability to do that for the multiple different people that are out there.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, Chris, thanks for sharing your travels with us. We're glad to have you back, and we'll have you here again. So thanks a bunch. This is Chris Martingilio with Martingilio Martial Arts. We're going to be back with more Wisconsin Family. We're chatting with Capital Brewery next.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're out here at the beer garden at Capital Brewery talking with Cindy Pisani and David Volk. Cindy is the Director of Marketing and David is the Race Director. guys, thanks so much for having us, and tell everybody at home what's new at Capitol this summer.
Well, we've got a lot going on. You know, we always have a lot of different activities that we do here, but coming up this month, we've got a couple special events going with Rock and Read, which benefits the Madison Public Library Foundation. Lots of food, music, and Coach Guard is going to be here, so that's always a big hit. We also have the Friends of Pheasant Branch. They have a fundraising event here, and anybody who lives in the Middleton area utilizes Pheasant Branch quite a bit. So hopefully people can come out with that. Certainly you can check our website for times and dates so that you know when to come out and when the party starts. Got a Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon farmers market this year as well. So that's been a big hit with folks in the Middleton area.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And such lovely weather. Oh my gosh, we've been having such a nice time out here. It's been so great. I'm really excited to learn more. We've given it a little bit away with your title, race director, but tell us about CORP. Basically, what is it? Let's start with that, the basics.
Well, CORP stands for Capital Off-Road Pathfinders, and we are the local chapter of the International Mountain Bicycling Association here in Madison. And CORP is the group that builds and maintains about a 50-mile network of dedicated mountain bike trails here in the Madison area. Our area goes all the way up toward Baraboo and over to over to Cambridge, Camrock area, as well as right here in the city.
How exciting is that?
So there's,
so cool. I didn't know there was. Yeah, I didn't realize there was that much dedicated trail space that reached so far into the rural area. Really
so what made you guys think to form the connection between Capitol Brewery and your organization in the race?
Well, Capitol is very, very involved in the biking community. We have a bike club that rides from the brewery every Tuesdays and Thursdays. We support just about every bike ride that's out there, fundraising ride. So it was just a connection that was made because obviously CORP does a lot in the biking community, mountain biking more than road biking, but they established these trails and it was just a good connection. They promote the same thing we like to promote, which is a healthy, active lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And mountain bikers like to drink beer.
Well, nothing better after a long ride than a delicious Capitol brew, right?
It's the perfect marriage. I love that. And you're so well connected. You stay connected with so many different wonderful organizations and provide lots of fun events and local opportunities for people to learn more and get involved. I think that's really wonderful. Let's talk a little bit for viewers at home, because what a fun thing to get involved in on both aspects, of course. What do you recommend? What's the best way to find out more both about CORP and IMBA and the events there?
Well, the best way to find out about CORP, obviously you can go to our website, madcitydirtcut.com. Okay. But I would say the best way to find out about mountain biking is just to come out and join us. I mean, we're a very welcoming club. We're not a bunch of elite hammerheads kind of thing. We have some that can hammer, but what we really like to do, what we're here for, is to spread the word about mountain biking, how much fun it is, how much of a family-oriented activity it is. And so what we're doing now is we're coming out to the Tuesday and Thursday rides at this location here, but we're with our mountain bikes now. And we have a network of trails just about about 1.5 miles from here at near Pleasant View Golf Course. And we want to start leading mountain bike rides over there. And then hopefully the idea is, yeah, that looks fun. I'd like to try that. So we're here to get new people into the sport. And I was just talking with some of my club members the other day, and it seems like whenever we bring somebody out to one of our trail systems, they inevitably show up the next week with a new mountain bike. They say, I love this. And we've had some people come out once, and then they're on the trails every day thereafter. So
I really like how I think it's important that you stated that, what your wording, or I think was, we're not a group of elitists or something to that nature. But you know what? That's a really real thing to say, because I think that's, potentially something that would hinder someone from getting involved is, boy, I've never tried that before. I don't know if I'd be good at it, or, I might not fit in because I haven't been doing this my whole life. But this is a sport for new.
It is. And when you see, unfortunately, a lot of times when you see mountain biking portrayed in the media, it's the off the edge of the cliff, hucking 6-foot rocks and drops, things like that. And certainly there is a spot for that, and some of us really enjoy that, but that's just a small segment of it. Sure. A lot of it is getting out in the woods on these dedicated trails, it's just amazing to be out there in that.
It really speaks volumes to what you mentioned about people coming back the next week and putting some investment into it and making it part of their lifestyle, like you said, Cindy, to really, you know, promote that healthy, active lifestyle. What a great way to do it. Get outside, enjoy all these wonderful Madison trails.
Yeah, there's so many out there to do, like you said, a lot of miles to enjoy yourself on. So if we got the viewers at home excited now and they're interested in this Capital Bike Club, other than maybe just showing up, any advice on, you know, how to find out more, or how can they get involved?
Well, we have a website. It's capitalbikeclub.org, and they can certainly go there, and we list what our routes are and what times we start. So we start Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:45. Always start from here, always end here. Music and food afterwards.
There's another, that's key too, right?
Yeah, right. Well, because one of the things about biking is not just getting out there and riding, getting some exercise, but it's the camaraderie that you have amongst all the riders. So it's a very, very fun activity, all levels. I mean, we have people who just do the bike trail here because they don't feel comfortable riding in a bigger group. So it's just a way to get out, enjoy yourself, enjoy a beautiful day, get some exercise, and then meet some people with a common interest. So,
absolutely. Well said, and what a fabulous social aspect as well as the exercise component. I want to talk before we go a little bit about this raffle that you have going on. And now there's some really great beneficiaries to the proceeds as well.
Yes.
Share that with us, Cindy.
We have different people, different organizations. So one of them is Midwest Athletes Against Children's Cancer. As a matter of fact, this Saturday they host a huge ride out at Trek in Waterloo. And from the bike club, we have a team of about 50 or 60 people that will be riding in this. Brett Favre is going to lead everybody out, so
no big deal.
Yep. And we also have Dream Bikes, another very good organization teaming kids up with bikes. Also, Corp is going to be one of our beneficiaries. So we're raffling off a 4x8 teardrop camper. When people see this, they think it's a touring bar. It's not. It's actually just a very small camper that has a bed inside and a little kitchen galley in the back. You can load your bikes and kayaks and whatever and travel. So we're giving that away. We're giving away a mountain bike, both from Trek, a mountain bike as well as a road bike, a kayak, and many other fabulous prizes, as my boss likes to say.
There you go. I like the teaser. That's fantastic. Yeah. Boy, some great ones that you mentioned. What a fabulous way to get involved and possibly win some great gear. I enjoy it. Well, thank you so much for joining us both and having us. We've really appreciated it and enjoyed our lovely weather out here.
It is outstanding.
Been fantastic. Cindy Pisati with Capital Brewery, David Vogt, race director. Thank you so much for sharing that great information and about our trails too. A great way for folks to get involved. Very much appreciated. We also want to thank all of our guests for joining us today. Thank you for watching. Join us next time for Wisconsin Family.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take